Hi guys, I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about how I got into minimalism. I had sometime last year saw a talk that KonMari gave about the life-changing magic of tidying up, where she gave pointers about how to go about tidying up your house and how you're supposed to take over everything you own and decide whether or not that item gives you joy. And if it doesn't, then you give it away or sell it, and then you only keep the things that give you joy, which was really awesome for me because it allowed me to have the things that I had good feelings about. And it like eliminated all the, well, we'll get into that, but it eliminated most of the bad feelings that you might have associated with an item. Like say like, you know, you had a punch bowl that you went to a party, but then, you know, somebody broke up with you at that party. So, but you still had the punch bowl, but every time you saw the punch bowl, you thought of this like person that broke up with you. Things like that. Like that's just really, really random. But, you know, we all have those things and items in our house that don't serve like a purpose, or they don't, you know, give a good feeling when you have them. So I was really, thinking about like the emotional impact of my things. And even after I had done that process, I had so much stuff still. Like I had given away plenty, but I was having a really hard time organizing it. I went on a retreat in January of this year. Wow, it hasn't really been that long. But while I was there, one of my roommates had all of her items very neatly packed, very organized, very nice, just great. And I just thought to myself, I was like, I really wish that I had, you know, her organizational skills. And I kind of like brought it up to her and I was like, I just really admire like how well organized your stuff is. And she goes, oh, it's kind of like my passion. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. You know, can you give me some pointers? Because I feel like a little bit desperate here. So she had mentioned to me, she goes, oh, maybe you should start looking at getting a capsule wardrobe. And I was like, I've never heard of this before. I was like, sure, cool. I'm like into learning new things and stuff like that. So I looked up capsule wardrobes, and what I had noticed, well, what that essentially is that you have like key pieces that you can mix and match, and that you can come up with new outfits, or that you can curate like perfect outfits for every single day. And like, you're not always wondering like, oh, what's in my closet? What do I have? And for me, I couldn't see everything that I owned in my closet. Like you know, cause I still had half a closet worth, well, you know, half a walk-in closet's worth of clothing, to my name. And, you know, the problem with the KonMari method for me is that I did keep things that brought me joy, but then I also kept a lot of things that didn't fit, even though they brought me joy. And I came across a YouTuber. Her name is This Girl Audra, and she had her capsule wardrobe on online. And what she said something to me that I just was like clicked in my brain, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. And what she had said was that get rid of all the clothes that don't fit you. They don't serve you. Like, you're not getting anything out of them. They're, you know, reminding you of, you know, have memories of like, oh, you know, what if I'm going to be thinner, or what if I'm going to gain weight? You know, I need to keep these just in case. And the problem is that you're not really embracing who you are at that moment. And you're always going in there, maybe trying on the pair of pants and they don't fit in it. Or, you know, you really say, oh, I really like that blouse, but it's too big. So I eliminated all the clothes that didn't fit in my closet, and it was ridiculous, like, for me, how easy it was, because I had already picked all the pieces that I loved, right? So I already had all of those, even though there were sizes two sizes too small or 2 sizes too big, some stuff like that. I just got rid of it. I pulled it all out, just donated it, gave it to my friends, and what I was left with was actually a capsule wardrobe. Like, I had like 37 pieces, I think, like of like shirts and blouses, tops, pants, skirts, and like even accessories like scarves and shoes. So I was just really, really intrigued. I was just like, wow. And then the really motivating part about it was that Kitty, stop. The really cool part about it that was motivating was that, like, I would come to places in these outfits and people would give me compliments. These are clothes I already had, but I just didn't realize like what I had and how to put it together until I got rid of all the things that didn't serve me, that cluttered up my life. So I was really, really inspired at that point. I was like, this is so cool. Like, I can spend time on, myself, like making myself look good, the best person I am right now, and, get positive feedback for that. But not only that, but then I realized I was like, okay, well, I have all those things were just cluttering my life, even though they may have been beautiful or I really enjoyed them. And I was just like, they don't, if they don't serve you, then what's the purpose? Like, for me anyway, what's the purpose of having them? So that kind of ended up extending into more areas of my life. Like, the first thing that is so crazy. Look at this guy. He's cuckoo. You should feel his heart. It's like racing right now. Crazy. Okay. So the first thing I started getting after I did my capsule wardrobe, I started doing like little things that were kind of like annoying me. Like, I had like a ton of like baking type accessories, and then baking type like sprinkles and toppings and things like that, and they were just like loose and everywhere. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make these look nice, because something that like my family enjoys doing, making things, especially around like holidays and things. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make these look nice. Start small. And I took them all out of their original packaging and found containers that they fit into nicely, that were all symmetrical and the same, that I could keep together in one area. And I did that for like all my drawers, like my kitchen drawers, my bathroom drawers. I looked at, and this is also like by like going on YouTube and looking at how people did their minimalist thing. So first for me was wardrobe, then it extended to like my drawers, and then extended to like things that were like out on my counters, or things that you encountered every day or had to look at every day. So after I did my drawers, I moved to my counter. So like things like stuff like cooking utensils and things. I had 3 spatulas. I had, 6 scrapers. I had, 4 strainers. I was just like, why? Like, it just didn't even dawn on me. Like, when I got married, we had individually had our own set of things that we had been living on our own, and when we brought those together, we ended up having 2 of everything. And then when we decided like, okay, we want a better quality of something, we bought another one, but then we still had the other 2. Like, we never got rid of anything. So I was just like, we had a nice conversation. I said, why do we really need more than 1 spatula? Like, we only need 1 when you're cooking, right? And the consensus is yes. So we got rid of all the extra utensils, and all the extra plates, and all the extra, Tupperware, anything that didn't really serve a purpose, that was old and outdated, that we had bought new, better quality items. And that's kind of like how we got down to just having like, 1 set of everything. Now, like, there are some things that I'm still trying, like, because I'm married, so I have to be respectful and not give away or throw away anything that belongs to him without speaking with him first. And at first he wasn't never really too resistant, but he definitely collects way more items than I do. He definitely has like a more of a consumerist like mentality. He likes to like purchase things and bring them in the house, but then I have to like gently be like, okay, but now we have to give away the other thing, because for me it's not just about someone else was talking about, I think Lisa's Loft or something, another a YouTuber that talks about minimalism. She was saying like how it's like there's more, what's developing now is more of a consumerist type minimalist. It's people who still like to purchase things, but like to keep, like, you know, but purchase like quality items, or purchase things that are gonna replace something that might not be as of good quality, or they enjoy a certain aesthetic, because there's a few different types of people who are minimalist. And I don't think there's any right fit for any one person. Well, I mean, I think there's a right fit for every person, but like, in my stage of my life right now, like if I only had enough items that fit in a backpack, that would just not serve my lifestyle, being married with 2 kids and things like that. But you know, there's people out there who do live out of backpacks. And then some people just enjoy the way minimalism looks. Like they're very into like clean lines and white and black and natural accents and things like that. I do enjoy that look as well, but we're also a very creative and colorful family. So for us, like minimalism looks different than anybody else, and we are still in the process of getting rid of stuff. We're moving in the next 6 months, so when we had a realtor come over, she had said, okay, you need to get rid of half of the stuff in your house. I was like, what do you mean like half? That's like, I don't know, my mind just couldn't wrap myself around it, because I didn't think I had that much. But then when I was moving some of the items out, I was just like, oh wow, like it does look so much better in here. Like I had 2 bookshelves. I didn't need 2 bookshelves. I had, I had extra office chairs. We didn't need all the office chairs. So yeah, it kind of like made us assess what we had. So when we were in the process of like getting rid of stuff to move to like a storage unit for now, we ended up giving away even more. So I think, initially we got rid of about 30% of our items, just gave away, donated, whatever. And then, so with the remaining 60%, we've probably put half in storage. But we still have so much, like I could easily just go through and get rid of. I put pictures on Instagram, but I also send pictures to like my mom, and like she's always shocked. She's like, that's your desk? That's your bathroom? Like, because it never used to look like that. Everything just used to be piled up on counters, and it gave me anxiety. I was just like, listen, like, it doesn't bother my husband, but it totally bothers me. So I was like, I'm the one who has to deal with all this stuff all the time. So I was just like, you know what? Let's just try it out. Let's just try it out. And if you like it, like, we'll just keep going with it. And so far it's been working. I'm still, like I said, I live with 3 other people, and they don't have the same ideas I do. So, but I'm trying to keep my countertops clean. I'm trying to, organize the paperwork. I bought this little cute Doxy scanner, and you can scan your photos and your documents into your computer, and then you can throw away or store your, especially for like paperwork. Like I just throw away the hard copy, shred or throw away your hard copy paperwork. And then like for the pictures, we bought organizing cases that have like the pictures we took before we got cell phones and digital items. I think we're a little bit attached to them still. Maybe one day we'll get rid of them or give them to our kids or something like that. But that's another big thing.